Hi, it's Uni, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you the first Oxford Products Ladies Day. They kind of had a day kind of dedicated to female motorcyclists. They invited a few of us to their head office in Oxford and kind of asked for our feedback and what we thought of like the kind of women's gear that are out there at the moment. So I'm going to share with you kind of a bit about the day and also share with you the goodie bag or goodie box they sent me to show you kind of what was in it and do a little bit of a try on and just tell you more about it. So a few of us were invited to go to Oxford. There were initially going to be 7, but I think one of them couldn't make it on the day. We started off with 5 because Lillie actually had a problem with her bike on the way, so at the start there were only 5 of us, but Lillie joined us later on. Also met Ruby from Ruby Rides, and yeah, Lillie from Duke of Blonde, and also Kaz, Gillian, and also Abbie. So like I said, the day was kind of dedicated to female riders, and also products are trying really hard to get feedback from female riders and what we thought of the gear options that are out there, which aren't actually great. Most of them are okay, but in my opinion a lot of female gears aren't actually very flattering, or they kind of don't fit very well in different ways, or if something does fit well, it's very uncomfortable. So it's almost like you either have to compromise comfort or compromise look. For me, I want to look good on a bike, so that's very important, but also I don't want something that makes me feel really uncomfortable if I'm on a bike for a long time. So it was really nice to know that Oxford Products want to improve and actually listen to real riders, like real women riders out there, to see what their thoughts are and trying to make changes. The whole day was very busy. It was quite intense because there was a lot going on. We did get to meet a lot of people, kind of people from designs. We got to go around the warehouse. I didn't realize the warehouse was so big, and they're kind of expanding and making like areas bigger and building more bits kind of around the back. They also showed us around the lab, sort of where they do all the testing. They do a lot of thorough testing on all their products. I didn't even realize before, like, to the extent that they do testing on to make sure everything's safe and things that actually last a long time and not going to fall apart. Even things like UV rays, and if something's going to fade over time, like they put a lot of thought into all of that to make sure their products are good for a very long time. We had the opportunity to kind of share our own gear and what we liked about them or what we thought could be an improvement. And it's very interesting to see what other riders think of their gear and what their experience is in terms of finding gear or trying on gears. It's actually quite nice to know that other female riders have a lot of like the same thoughts as me in terms of how something fits. For me, it's usually hard to find. Normally it's quite hard for me to find jeans or trousers that fit me anyway, so it's even harder to find kind of motorcycle jeans or like the bottom part to actually fit properly. So I found that a lot of the other ladies on the day kind of thought the same thing, which is quite nice. So it's not just me, or it's just not like just me being picky or something like that. Throughout the whole day we were able to ask lots of questions and just to be shown a lot of different products. I didn't even realize that Oxford Products did so many different kinds of products. So basically anything you can think of to do with motorbikes, they do. Because for me, before going there, I used to obviously know kind of the disc locks and the chains, and I knew they did clothing, but I didn't know kind of to what extent and how much, and also kind of luggage and like tank bags and backpacks and things, and I just didn't realize that they did so much. So when we looked around the showroom that they had there, it was really interesting to see all the products kind of that they do and more products that they actually want to add as well. One big part of the day was to be able to try on their motorcycle gears and their different kinds of riding gears for ladies. So it was very interesting. I wish we had a little bit more time to kind of do that bit, because by the time you try something on, looked in the mirror and had thought about it, it's kind of like not enough time. I know like it was quite jam-packed and we did fit in a lot kind of into the day, and also we had to stop for lunch as well, which wasn't quite long, but they provided lunch, which was very nice. It would have been nice to be able to try on some more stuff, but I guess we just couldn't fit it in because it was just quite a long day already. So I tried on the original approved jeggings, I think they were called, in blue. They were so comfortable. As soon as I put them on, it felt like the whole pair of jeans or jeggings just like fitted really well and very comfortable. Normally I have the problem with the waist area being kind of too big, like too loose. So anything that kind of fits over my bottom would be too big around my waist, and obviously if it fits around the waist I can't get it over my hips. So but the jeggings I tried on were really comfortable, and I actually really liked how they fitted. I also tried on the Beckley jacket in red. I think a lot of us, or a few of us definitely, were very drawn to the red leather jacket. It just looked really cool and just not something you see all the time, especially in that colour, even though I generally go for black or neutral colours, or like very dark, almost boring colours. But I was very drawn to the red leather jacket, which I tried on. So then another part of the day was for us to try on the gear that we felt comfortable in, or that we thought made us look good. And then we went outside to have a little photo shoot. We were worried about the daylight disappearing, so that was also another reason why we kind of wanted to try on stuff quickly, pick what we wanted, and then get kind of the photo shoot done before it got dark, basically. So we took a few group photos outside, and we kind of had our individual pictures taken as well, wearing certain gears, kind of a little bit of a close-up of what we picked for the day. Oxford Products have posted kind of some of the pictures and video clips on their Instagram, so check that out if you are interested to see kind of what we got up to in the day, and I'm sure they'll be posting a bit more if you want to find out more about that day. So as I mentioned, we were able to look at different items in the showroom and be able to try them on when we wanted to. This was a base layer that we were given for us to take away on the day. It's a base layer, and it's the Advanced Performance kind of base layer to be worn all year round. It's very soft, very comfortable, and it's just it's a nice colour for me. Like, I like the grey, and like I say, I quite like neutral, boring colour. Not that I wouldn't say this is boring, but I don't really like anything too flashy or too bright, so this is actually perfect for me. So now moving on to what was inside the box they sent to us after the Women's Day. In there they sent us, to match with our top, is the bottom part of the base layer. So that's very nice and matchy, and I do like wearing base layers kind of in the winter, to kind of just help with keeping warm, because I feel cold all the time. They also sent me a belt connector, so you can put this through your belt on your jeans or trousers, and then you can then zip it to your jacket. I don't currently have an Oxford jacket, so I don't know if I'll be able to use this, but it's quite handy to have if you have jeans that kind of slide down or not kind of perfectly fitted. Or when you lean forward and ride and then you get kind of a bit of a gap at the back. This is actually really good for things like that. And the next thing in the box is some socks, some merino wool socks. I really like merino wool, which I'm guessing, because this is merino, that is actually merino wool. It's actually really warm. I do have a pair of gloves and socks made out of that material, and it is really warm. And for me, when it's not hot enough outside, when I ride on my bike, my feet do get really cold, and then it extends up to my legs, and my legs start to feel really cold as well. So it's really nice to have warm socks for when you ride in the slightly colder weather like it is now. And the next thing they sent me is the Oxford Super Leggings. These are Kevlar lined. They do have the Super Leggings 2.0, which is the newer version of the Super Leggings. I know they've been very popular and they've been very comfortable. I've had a pair years ago, but I ended up getting rid of them because I kind of wanted jeans or like denim. The reason being because it's Kevlar lined, and in the summer it does get really hot. So that's why I got rid of them. But here's a different pair. The materials feel slightly different to my old pair, but these ones are really comfortable and definitely very warm if you were to ride kind of in the colder months. Yeah, and black is perfect for me. So these come with knee protectors, which is very handy, because if I were to buy gear, I wouldn't want to have to buy separate items to then add to it, because obviously it is usually quite expensive, and yeah, it all adds up if I have to buy extra. It doesn't come with hip protectors, but I still have mine from my previous leggings that I've had, so these would fit inside these, and they do have 2 pockets and a big waistband. And the last thing they sent is this Oxford Rain Seal Pro. It's a waterproof jacket. I've been actually looking to get one for a little while. I just haven't decided kind of which one and how much I want to spend on a waterproof jacket. So this is a size medium, which just wearing it like that is a bit big for me. But if I were to wear it over my motorbike jacket, this actually works quite well. The sleeves are a little bit long on these, even over the top of my jacket. But what I like about this, obviously, is waterproof. And the other thing I like is it's got an internal pocket, which is very waterproof. But what you do is you open the pocket up and you fold the jacket almost into itself, and then it creates, I'm not going to do a very good job like doing it right now, but basically you fold the jacket in and then you can zip it up, and then it creates kind of like a pouch, like a very handy pack down size of this. I'm hoping this will fit under the seat of my bike so I can wear it when I get caught in the rain or something like that, because that would be why I would carry it. Well, I wouldn't want to carry it around with me all the time, but I would want one to have as a backup because the weather's constantly changing here, as you might know. So this is definitely a very cool idea that you can have an internal pocket, or you can just have it packed down and be more portable. I really enjoyed the day, and I'm very grateful that I got invited to go and experience that. Sometimes you think if you don't say yes to things like that, it might just never happen again, and to me it feels like a bit like a once in a lifetime experience. I get to meet loads of really nice people. Some people I kind of still talk to now. They're just very friendly and just very positive and just want to do nice things. Like I mentioned earlier, I wish we had a little bit more time to try more stuff on, but hopefully there will be the opportunity in the future, and when kind of the products slowly get released in the next year or so, then hopefully I'll be able to go to shops and actually try them on, and definitely interested in trying the Super Leggings 2.0, which is something that seems to be doing really well. And overall, I've just been very impressed how comfortable their clothing are, and they just look very flattering as well, which is something that I've been struggling to find kind of over the years. So yeah, thank you so much, Oxford Products, for inviting me to an amazing day like that, and they were very accommodating. Their hosting skills were amazing, and it was just perfect. I have no complaints other than not being able to try enough stuff on. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed my kind of little day out to explore Oxford Products. If you have any questions, then please leave them down below. I would also leave some links and kind of some information down below for you to check out if you're interested. I would also put their Instagram down there if you want to check them out. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on my next video. Bye.